Welcome back to Red and Blue Smoke. It has been close to 2 months since we chatted with our buddy Greg Jones from LB's Meat Market, proud sponsor of this here show. If you don't know by now, I'm going to tell you about it. 2008 University Avenue across from Kroger. That's the landmark. Look right across the street and you'll see LB's Meat Market. Go check them out. Everything from steaks to sides to plate lunches. They got it all at LB's. And look, we say it all the time. One of the most dependable local businesses you can count on. Greg keeps that place open damn near every day. And again, like I said, plate lunches are back. So go check them out. 2008 University Avenue. And get you some meat, get you some stuff for the grill as baseball season is fast approaching. And with that, let's bring in Mr. Greg Jones to preview this weekend as the Rebels head to Hawaii for a 4-game swing. Greg, good morning. How we doing?
Great. About the only thing that's going to stop LB's from opening is 5 inches of ice in the parking lot. So other than that,
no one blames you for that.
Yeah, no, it was just that week was crazy. I mean, kind of a lot's happened in the 2 months we haven't talked. Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, very great. Great for her. Congrats.
Great. Yeah, it's awesome.
Y'all probably could have dropped the biscuit down and played a little 3-on-3 in the parking lot.
Well, we actually just watched the people leaving Kroger parking lot sliding down that street, and it was actually pretty entertaining, very entertaining. I'm pretty sure most of the guys that were sliding down those things, like, I cannot believe my wife is making me go get avocados in the middle of a ice storm or something like that. So no, it was tough. We wanted to be open, but it's just hard to say, hey, come and get the steak whenever there's ice on the roads and the roads are dangerous. So we took an unexpected week off during that little holiday break. But we're ready for baseball season. I kind of felt like whenever Ole Miss took the opener in Hawaii, that Oxford was going to get some terrible weather like that weekend. So hopefully the bad weather is gone.
Well, I haven't looked at the forecast, Greg, but I imagine Honolulu will be lovely this weekend. Friday, 10:35 local time for that one. ESPN Plus. You can tune in to watch the Rebels kick off the season against the Warriors, and then doubleheader on Saturday at 5:05 and 8:35. And then Sunday, the finale, 5:05 p.m. As of now, I do not know if there is a way to watch games 2, 3, and 4.
I mean, I think maybe the Library Sports Bar and Microwave, I'm pretty sure might have it on. That's I can guarantee that would be my best bet.
There's probably a way. So it looks like stay locked in at omspirit.com. If there is a way, I will try to figure it out. If there is, I will put it on the message board. I will tell you. It'll probably make its way to Twitter at some point. People are going to try to find out, actively figuring out how to watch the Rebs play baseball this weekend. But yeah, if we do find out, we will let you know. All right, so let's get into it.
A whole new look Red baseball team.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before we hit record. I mean, you're looking at a lineup that is probably going to feature at least 7 new names of the starting 9. You're going to have Ethan Groff back in center. And then that's probably the only returning starter. If I'm not mistaken, you're going to have Reagan Burford back. He will be at second base. But then, you're going to have Luke Hill at shortstop from the transfer from Arizona State. You're going to have Andrew Fisher at third base, the transfer from Duke. Jackson Ross at first from FAU. True freshman Campbell Smithwick behind the dish at catcher. And then Trayson Hughes, the transfer from Mercer, out in right field. So, left field will be a bit of a committee. Maybe Kramer, Leger, Jared, Uttermark, Ross. they're gonna do some finagling this weekend with the lineup, and as you should. It's the opening weekend against an inferior opponent. Try some things out. You got a little bit of a runway before you get into SEC play, or get into the teeth of your schedule. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts on this team? Last year obviously a disappointment. This year, ton of new faces, ton of talented new faces. What's kind of the buzz around the shop right now with Rebs?
Yeah, I'm up here in the southern hills of Nashville, rolling through, heading back from Lexington. So I did lose you, but yeah, no, who knows about this team? I mean, after last year, I'm pretty sure the disappointment, ruse on the coaching staff, and it's our first down year, but we did win the national championship. But whenever you don't expect something to be good, it usually turns out good. So I believe in five ball and laugh at the staff, and I think they'll turn it around this year.
Look, there's at least, I mean, I think the expectations are a little bit higher, not just because it's Ole Miss and, a couple years removed from a national title, and Mike Bianco, one of the better coaches in the conference, one of the better coaches in the country. But I mean, the transfers that have come in are pretty legit. Like I said, Andrew Fisher at third base, dude that just hit the hell out of the baseball at Duke. Same thing for Luke Hill and Trayson Hughes. So they're going to be in the meat. They're going to be in the middle of that lineup and expected to perform. But I think it's outside of Luke Hill, who was a true freshman last year at Arizona State. The other guys are older. You look at the rest of the lineup. Jackson Ross is an older guy. Campbell Smithwick is going to be green. He's a true freshman, but he's a talented one. Nationally rated prospect. Right down the road at Oxford High School. He's been battling in, I believe it was a toe injury, but he's expected to be ready for this weekend. But look, if anybody knows catchers, it's Mike Bianco. I mean, we joke all the time about Ole Miss's catcher U, with all the talented catchers that have come through the program. But yeah, I'm excited to, like you said, basically a brand new lineup, brand new faces. That's kind of my thing going into this. I mean, you should probably sweep this weekend, at least go 3-1. But yeah, I mean, got a bit of a early non-conference slate that should help you figure out what your lineup's going to be, and then what the rotation's going to be. I know this week, Carl Lafferty was on Talk of Champions talking about the rotation and how they're excited. He's a little bullish on the arms they got. JT Quinn, Grayson Saunier, those two guys pitched a lot last year. And I believe Quinn's going to be expected to be on the bump on Fridays. Grayson Saunier will probably be in there too. Also probably a Saturday guy. But yeah, sure, Xavier Rivas pitched the most innings last year for Ole Miss. That's a huge loss. He was your Friday guy. Any time a program loses a Friday guy, it sucks. But I know that they're excited about Gunnar Dennis and Riley Maddox. Dennis, Meridian Community College, decent ERA, pitched a lot of innings, good strikeout numbers. And then, I think throwing a lefty out there, high 80s, low 90s with the fastball. Lafferty said he's got some good movement on his pitches. He's got a 4-pitch mix, which is big. Not a lot of dudes have 4-pitch mixes these days. So, yeah, I'm excited to see. They got a ton of arms. I know Chuck was looking at the roster the other day. I think there's 26 pitchers on this roster, Greg. So they're going to have plenty of opportunities to figure it out and try to find some guys that could step up, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've met a couple of the new guys. I met Pepper Hurd. He's an MRA guy. And I actually knew went to high school with his dad. He's a super good kid, and I think he's going to maybe get some playing time. There's another kid out of St. Louis that Brett Huber coached, Gabe Smith, I think. It was him, Gabe.
Okay.
And Huber thought highly of him. So he's just those young freshmen. It's kind of hard to take that jump from high school baseball to SEC play. So Like you were saying, we've got 20 some odd pitchers. They're going to get thrown in the fire real quick, early, often, and
Yeah.
you gotta find out what you got early, because when you come to SEC play and you've got a 3-2 lead in the seventh, you've got to have a guy in the seventh inning to get you a zero. You need to figure that out, who that guy is, or if you have two guys that can do that. So
Yeah.
you are who your arms are. You are who your arms are in this game now. You look at LSU last year. Obviously, Paul Skeens helps to have, and it definitely shows, because they walk away with the national championship. Just strictly on his arm, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, losing Rivas sucks. I mean, because that was kind of the one staple that you could count on and know that was going to show up every time, and he's not there. But next guy up, and you have to have that attitude to where if one guy goes down, you have to be ready to step in that spot and step up. So I don't think Coach Bianco's on the hot seat, but with that
No.
being said, he probably put himself on the hot seat, and he probably raised his expectations, because of the bad year. And that's what's so great about Coach Bianco is, like, not only is he a good man, he's a good family guy, and just he does everything right. And we had one bad year, and I'm pretty sure he took that personal. So who knows what the Revs are going to do this year? I think you're going to see a whole new team, but the passion and the fight is definitely going to be there throughout this year. I think not necessarily to think that we kind of laid down last year. It was just kind of like it just wasn't there. I just think you'll see a lot of fire and fight this year.
The College Corner is headed to Oxford. Stop by their new location in the Oxford Commons off Sisk Avenue. They'll have 4,000 square feet of Rebel gear ready for your trip to the Grove. On your next trip to Oxford, stop by the College Corner or our other great locations in Ridgeland and Flowood. Hats, shirts, polos, pullovers, sweats, t-shirts. College Corner has it all. And as always, you can visit us online at collegecornerstore.com. That's collegecornerstore.com. The College Corner, where your game day apparel meets.
A new year has arrived. What's your resolution for 2024? How about making sure the roof over your head is well taken care of? Riverland Roofing is here for all your roofing needs. Whether it's an inspection, a new roof, or a maintenance program, Riverland Roofing has you covered, home or business, to give you peace of mind in the new year. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, they can offer warranties that last a lifetime. Riverland Roofing is licensed and insured to service Mississippi and its surrounding states. So give Riverland Roofing a call today and make sure you and yours are protected all year round. Call Riverland Roofing at 662-644-4297. That's 662-644-4297. Visit them online at riverlandroofing.com, riverlandroofing.com. It's Riverland Roofing for all of your roofing needs, a proud sponsor of the Talk of Champions podcast network.
Yeah, I think the experienced bunch that has arrived via the portal is going to help a ton. Talking about the arms, Kyler Carmack, right-handed pitcher from Arkansas State. He's got some juice from the right side. Liam Doyle, another crafty lefty who pitched a lot at Coastal Carolina. And then Connor Spencer, Southeastern Louisiana, right-handed pitcher. So there's some arms. We mentioned there's 26 on the roster. They're going to have plenty of time to figure things out. But hey, that big freshman class that they brought in a year ago, they're another year older. Time for some dudes to step up and fill some roles. So yeah, I'm excited to see the new faces in the lineup on offense. But yeah, let's see what some of these guys got on the mound. Bianco has typically over the years, he's found a way to piece it together and they figure it out. So as you know, as Ole Miss fans know, a couple years ago, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So this first month, sure, it helps to, you got to win your clunkers, you got to win your non-conference slate, but you get into the teeth of the SEC, that's when, rubber meets the road and all those cliches where you got to figure things out and just see what works. But yeah, I'm excited to see this new group on Friday, late 10:35 ESPN Plus for that game against Hawaii. Outside of this weekend, I guess, what is probably the thing that you're looking forward to the most for Ole Miss baseball this year, and it could be anything. It could be anything.
Transfer portal guys. I mean, this is how the game is turning. Like you're literally, not going after, ninth and 10th graders and getting them, signed up as, as early recruits and stuff. Now you're more concentrated on, almost forming a AAA baseball team, going after older guys that are 22, 23. I mean, so it's a total different concept now, I can remember. I mean, I just knew. I mean, I knew we weren't going to get Xander because obviously he's going to have to turn down multiple millions of dollars. But you got to have a replacement for that. And it's just kind of a bummer whenever you get on these kids in 9th and 10th grade and you get them committed, and then they grow 4 inches and put on 40 pounds and throw 96, 97, 88, 89, slider, that sort of thing. So this is what it is on.
Last thing before we get out of here, Greg, is I know you're on the road coming back from Lexington, but what's kind of the latest in the shop? I know the ice has finally melted. You're back rocking and rolling at LB's. What's on the docket as baseball season gets going this weekend?
Well, I'll be back, and we got a little Valentine's Day special going on. We've got a 2 8-ounce bacon wrap fillets and some twice baked potatoes for $50. We've got the Lane Train special. Yeah, we got got the Lane Train special. I think we might go full blown Lane Train special, 2 for $20 every single day. Just try to make everybody happy.
Can't beat that.
And then I'll make some boudin, probably make some chicken sausage, maybe make some fresh Swayze sausage. And we made a Taylor Swift's football team jalapeno popper the other day. It was a red and yellow banana pepper that we stuffed with cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, ribeye sausage, and cream cheese. And that was really awesome. But yeah, man, just, trying to go through everything and try to get back on track. That 7 days off, kind of hurt us. So with that being said, we're just trying our best to get back on track, but, we'll be ready to go and, hopefully ready for baseball season to start and, get that home first, weekend in.
That's right. Well,
hopefully
like I said,
the weather's nice. We I kind of get nervous about the weather when it comes to February because it's been snowing and that sort of thing, and I'm not used to that in February.
I know, yeah. Well, you know as well as I do, and Ole Miss fans know, the weather's gonna trick everyone. It's gonna be gorgeous 1-2 weeks to start the year. And then there's going to be that one time where it's going to be 32, 34 degrees. You're going to be down in that hole at Swayze Field, and it's going to be miserable.
I will always remember the first year I moved to Oxford, and I think we played Tulane like the first weekend, and it was like 34 at first pitch, and we were all huddled around the grill, like not eating food, like not grilling food, but trying to stay warm. So. But yeah, no, there's always that one early weekend that gets you.
Oh yeah.
But we'll be ready for it. I mean, like I said, it's just, I'm excited about it. I know there's a new team and a new look, and everybody's like, well, I hope this guy's good. And I hope, this guy's good. But, these guys have been working together since, day one. They've been doing the Omaha Challenge. They do that every year. So I'm pretty sure the boys will mesh real quick and get on track. And who knows? I mean, I think we're predicted, second to last in the SEC? Is that what it was?
It's crazy. It's Ole Miss and Mississippi State at the bottom of the SEC.
Yeah, I mean,
teams that have won a national championship in the last.
Yeah, so
it's crazy.
You're like, but no, I mean, and you look at a lot of things. You look at, the South Carolina in basketball this year, they were predicted last, and look at them. I mean, they, so you really just can't trust, what other people think about, a team on paper. But whenever the team gets out on the field and on the court, you can definitely tell that, hey, this is actually a pretty good little ball club they got here. So who knows? But,
Yeah.
you always worry about the new age of the NIL, the transfer portal, and how you can turn over whole rosters in a span of, 2 to 3 months. But, I always worry about the transfer portal because, they're in there for a reason. They might have had a wrong situation at a school, and they get to an Ole Miss or they get to another school and it just clicks for them. So that's the only thing I worry about with the transfer portal.
All right. Well, we're going to find out this weekend and in the coming weeks and months what the portal will either provide or not provide for Ole Miss as the Rebels look to rebound after a disappointing season a year ago. This weekend at Hawaii. Hey, if you're on the island, enjoy it because I bet it's going to be fantastic. But that is going to do it for Red and Blue Smoke. We will be back every week. Now that baseball is here, Greg will be here talking food. We'll be talking baseball. We'll be talking all kinds of stuff. We'll be talking some horse racing. We might even throw in, I don't know, maybe some March Madness stuff in here and there.
Yeah,
As the
because
Rebels.
we've got Kentucky Derby coming up, got the Louisiana Derby,
Yeah.
Arkansas Derby. So the Derby Trail is hot and rampant right now. So I went up to Lexington just for a little bit. I got a buddy that's got a couple 2-year-olds training right now, so I went and hung out with him. And it's beautiful that this time of year at Lexington. But it wasn't beautiful on the basketball court last night. But we'll go to the next game. We got to scratch it out.
Yeah, look, we were talking about it before we started the show. Kentucky should do that to everyone. They are as talented as anybody in the country, and would do. And that's a rhythm shooting team. When they get hot, it's hard to put out that fire. So nothing to hang your head about. A road loss like that, not going to hurt the resume. You got to take care of business at home if you're Ole Miss and Chris Beard and company. So not all is lost. Win your home games. Maybe sneak a road victory somewhere. And then, hey, win a couple in Nashville and then see what happens.
I will say Rupp Arena, I wouldn't say disappointed, but it's like a show. Like they don't have, it's almost like an NBA action like game. It's a
weird
vibe. Like I'm friends with a bunch of Kentucky fans, and they're like, they want to build an arena on campus, make it more, kind of like Duke, like student friendly. But I mean, like it literally was like sitting down watching a movie like last night. Just
well, I don't think I
mean, Rupp was nice though.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know it's like an actual convention center. It's like it's a big compound. It's a lot like Thompson Bowling in Knoxville. Like it's a huge building. Like once you get there and get in your seat, like it's a nice place to watch a game. But yeah, it's a weird venue. But all right. So yeah, go check out LB's Meat Market, 2008 University Avenue. They will take care of you. Lane train specials. It appears all day, every day, as far as Greg is concerned. So go get you some steaks, get ready for baseball. And hey, that weather starts bucking its head, gets up to 50 degrees or so. Get out there and fire that grill up. But we'll be back. We'll be back next week. More Red and Blue Smoke. Thanks to Greg and LB's for powering the show. Appreciate him joining us. And until next week, we out.